Hello, my fellow cigar smokers, and welcome to Smoker Spot. A while ago, we were talking about the new Romeo and Julieta, Linea de Oro, and now we're smoking it. Let's see. So, guys, the gold line, Linea de Oro, the new premium line in the Romeo and Julieta series. While ago, we were not only talking about it, actually, we were doing the unboxing, and I'm not very patient. So, um, let's smoke one of these. They have three lines actually. That one here is the Diana. Which is, well, they call it, the vitola, they call it Diana. I think it's, well, I don't know, somehow a double Robusto, because it has a ring gauge of 52 and is 5.7 inches long. They also have the Hidalgo and the Noblesse, but the Noblesse is only available in La Casa del Habanos. So, and I think that double Robusto size like stick looking good. I like the Vitola. As I said, Romeo and Julieta were producing like a premium line within Romeo and Julieta. The same thing that the Cubans were doing with the Monte Cristo, where they established the Monte Cristo in 1935, where also three vitolas available, and now they're doing more or less the same thing with the Romeo and Julieta. And remember the box, it was looking kind of special, other than the regular lines of the Cuban cigars and all the other Romeo and Julietas. But guys, without further saying, let's get this thing started and see if it's worth the praise and the price, because it's around 20 bucks. 20 euros, 19 euro and 80 cents, something like this. So that is, don't know, $22 or something. I'm always cautious with like fresh Cubans, because they tend to be a little stubborn when it's coming to the performance. But I have to admit, I heard a couple of things, good things, about that cigar from people who already smoked it. The throw's not so bad. Cautious. Wood. Just wood. And the smell, I don't know. Can't put my finger on it. Very, very subtle. Don't know. I'm smoking this one now. I think it's laying now in my humidor for, I don't know, 2 months or so, since I bought it. Can't remember really the box date right now. But at some point you just have to smoke it. Otherwise you won't be able to tell the difference. Like, you're buying a box and then you leave it in the humidor for a year or for 2 years and then you smoke it. You have no idea if the aging was, like, let's say, successful, if they are better than like 2 years before. So you have to smoke at least 1 or 2 cigars to feel the difference. was good. And the smoke volume is good. Extraordinary good for a Cuban cigar, actually. I like the new banding. They really made it look really special. And also the second band over here, it's also looking really nice. Quite a good job on this one. Effortless draw. Well, not pepper. More like an undefined spice. And the wood is there. And something like, man, I don't really. And that's the thing that I had when I was smelling on it. I have an association in my imagination, but it's like old books. I mean, this sounds weird. Hear it, but there's a smell that's going along with like when you're in an old library, and the books they're smelling like special, like old books, right? Well, I never had an old book for dinner, but if I would have it on my table and on my plate, I would assume it's tasting like that cigar. Strange, but somehow, man, you have to name the flavors, right? And I don't know what it is, and I was smelling at it, and now I'm tasting it, and my first association is like old books. I have no clue why. Maybe it's something completely different, like mumbo jumbo. I don't know. That's how it is. I have to do a couple of, like, let's say double puffs to keep this thing going, because after sometimes you're smoking a cigar, and you have with one cigar you have the feeling you can put it in your ashtray, go to the restroom, drinking a coffee, coming back, and like the stick is still burning, right? Not with this one. I have a feeling right now if I'm taking it too slow, it will go out on me. I don't know, 2 or 3 episodes ago, really can't remember what stick we were talking about exactly, but one gentleman in the comments, like saying, I was saying in the video, guys, keep it slow, enjoying a cigar, take it easy, and so on. Don't know the exact words, right? And he was like, he was like laughing at me in the comments and saying, yeah, talking about take it easy and making 4 double puffs in a minute. Haha. Guys, sometimes it has nothing to do. It's still easy going when I'm smoking a cigar, but sometimes you just have to increase like the smoking speed a little bit from time to time to keep the thing going, right? And that has nothing to do with like smoking in a hurry or not being relaxed at all. It's just you have to adjust to the cigar you're smoking, right? So it makes no sense just that I'm like taking 1 puff per minute, and then the cigar is like going out, and I have to retouch it over and over again. It would make no good to the cigar. So I'm increasing like the smoking speed, but it has nothing to do, like I said, with smoking faster. Just like adapting to the cigar. And it's the same over here, right? Making one double puff and you see the cigar is starting again. And then the next double puff is like really enjoyable. So the first one is just get it started. The second one is enjoying. The taste is surprising, good, very mild cigar. Just by looking at the cigar, I thought it would be had a little bit more like strength to it. Even for a Cuban, you know. Cuban tends to be more milder than, let's say, sticks from Nicaragua, for example. The flavors are surprising and the strength is surprising. Well, let's see how it develops. So, guys, Romeo y Julieta, Linea de Oro, the gold line. Wrapper here, opened a little bit, which is, I didn't cut before some knucklehead giving me any comments. You're cutting too deep. No, I did not. But sometimes that happens. But that's okay. In the first third, the burn was really, really, really bad. But I was not retouching the cigar, and it corrected itself. So I have to give credit to that, right? The wood, that woodish aroma, went a little bit into the background, and instead the dominating flavor is like earth, leather, like this. So more or less the typical Cuban aroma profile, which is okay because it was a nice development. Beginning like in the second third or so. So we have a good complexity. I like it. But you have to constantly working on the cigar. Remember, like I was talking about that double puff thing, where you have to do it 2 or 3 times in order to keep that thing alive. It's not an easy going cigar. You cannot put it in the ashtray and like doing something and coming back to the cigar. That stick needs your attention. So, and that for me is like a good indication that this thing here needs a little bit more time in the humidor, like resting down, aging a little bit. That will, I'm like 100% sure that will doing only good to that stick. So I will like put the box way down in my humidor, leave it there, and not thinking about it until my next birthday, which is, by the way, the 1st of December. So right now I would say it's an okay cigar in the state it is right now, but I'm pretty sure like in a year from now it will be turning into a very good cigar. I mean, you never know, sometimes they just stay they're just staying poor sometimes. But you know, when you're smoking long enough, you have a feeling for cigars if that thing will going to develop or not. And I'm pretty optimistic with this one. Guys, um, I'm not going so far to say I'm disappointed, right? Okay, you heard like okay, a new premium line within Romeo and Julieta, and you have maybe other imagination what that cigar can do for you. So I'm not disappointed, but you know, it's definitely not right now a premium stick. Cuban after a while. We're talking about Cubans. I still have that. The next Cuban I will probably smoke is that Ramon Alonso Henry, where we're doing the unboxing. Where we did the unboxing actually, and also one subscriber told me, Andy, it's not the Sir Henry, it's the Senor Henry, and on the box there's just an abbreviation SR dot, right? My mistake. I would call it Sir Henry anyways. Why? Because I can do it. And the funny thing is, a lot of people call this thing Sir Henry for no reason at all. I don't know, man, because they were just reading like the SR dot, and you're absolutely right, my friend. It's Senor Henry. But Sir sounds much better. My friends, hope you enjoyed that Cuban review. And tune in again the next time. We're really working on that vintage cigar videos. I was announcing in one of the YouTube shorts that I'm playing around with it lately. And a couple of people like said, great, looking forward to that. Frankly, I'm looking forward to the vintage sticks too, because a whole lot of them are laying in my humidor for quite a while. And you know, at some point you just have to smoke that things, you know. It's not like you cannot like store it forever, right? They are here for smoking. These cigars are there for your enjoyment, smoking it together with friends. A few sticks I only have like one single, so I cannot share it with anybody. I will just enjoy it myself with you guys together here. Um, but I'm excited. My friends, hope you can smoke a good cigar. Enjoy life. Most importantly, you know, stay safe and stay healthy. And I hope to see you around at Smoker's Band. Cheers and